Hey, what's up? Young from Insider Korea, and I'm in the city of Daegu today, the fourth largest city in Korea. When you come to Daegu, it's gonna feel like mini Seoul because the city is not as big as Seoul, but a lot of the cool things you have in Seoul, you'll be able to experience similar things here. So I'm gonna do a quick tour of the city of Daegu as well as some of the hot spots you should visit, and all of that coming right up. You know, when you travel within Seoul, I always recommend that you take the subway because the subway system actually makes it easier for you to get around within the city. But if you're trying to get out of Seoul and go to some of those other major cities such as Daegu, Busan, Gwangju, the best way to get there, one of the best ways I guess, is to take the train, KTX, which is a super fast train system in Korea. So you could take the bus, you can bring your own car. But one of the best ways to get to Daegu or those other major cities would be taking the KTX. And that's I'm in front of the KTX station. And here I am in front of, there you go, Dongdaegu station.
Let me show you how a typical train or KTX station in Korea looks like. A typical train station in Korea will have many restaurants, cafes, a pharmacy typically, and convenience stores. Now trains in Korea are usually on time, so make sure you get there early and find a platform from which your train will leave. That way you're not scrambling to get to the train last minute. And since a lot of people get to the train station early, that's the reason why there are so many cafes and restaurants at the train station. Now, if you have decided to take the train to get to Daegu, when you arrive at Dongdaegu station, you want to find exit or gate number 3 to leave the station. Just like most major cities in Korea, you could take the taxi, you could take the subway, you could take the bus, or you could get your own rental car to get around the city in Daegu. Now, if you want to take the taxi, come out of the train station through gate 3 and to keep walking straight, and you will see an area where there are a lot of taxis waiting to pick up passengers. Now, an insider tip from Insider Korea would be to always get into the first taxi in line of the area where all the taxis are, because they've all gotten there in order. So if you get into a taxi in the middle because you like the car or like the color, the drivers will usually get into an argument and you don't want to create a scene there. So make sure you always get into the first taxi in line in the area where all the taxis are waiting. Now, if you want to take the subway, come out of the train station through gate number 3 and walk left, and you will see the Shinsegae department store. And next to the Shinsegae department store, you'll see the entrance to the subway station, and you can take the subway from there. Now, here are my top 5 places to visit in Daegu. First, SEOMUN or SEOMUN Traditional Market. There are many of these traditional looking markets in Korea, and SEOMUN is actually the most famous one in Daegu. Now, the cool thing about these markets is that when you walk in, you'll see many shops that sell things at a steep discount, so you can find yourself a bargain there. And also the street food experience, something you cannot leave out when you visit one of these traditional markets.
Okay, so I just bought this. This thing is called hot dog in Korean. So actually corn dog. So there'll be, I'm gonna take a bite of this right now. Usually you can put ketchup or mustard on it, but I didn't put anything on it just because I wanted it as is. So I'm gonna try it. It's typical corn dog, but so when you come to one of these markets, one of the fun experience you can have is try out the street food. And buying a hot dog or a corn dog is one of the typical foods you will find at these traditional markets. So definitely try this. And the next one I bought is this thing called a 꽈배기. So What they do is they use flour batter and they just twist it, and then they just deep fry it and then put sugar on it. So 꽈배기 means something twisted. So that's what this is. I'm gonna try this right now. It just came out of the fryer, so it's really hot and crispy. So if you're at one of these markets and you got a sweet tooth, this is one of the things you should try. And I definitely have a sweet tooth right now, so I'm trying this out. And this is again called 꽈배기. Okay, so I bought a few things that you could try out as street food here at SEOMUN Market. This is actually a thing called 풀빵. This looks like, or 국화빵. So this actually looks like flour. They make it out of mold. I think in some of my previous videos, I've actually did it where I talk about walnut cake, where it looks like walnut. The mold is walnut. This actually is a cake that's made in a mold that looks like flour. So it's just basically flour batter, and then on the inside, as you can see, it's hot right now. Sweet red bean paste. So I'm gonna try one of these. It's very soft and in the inside, crispy on the outside. Sweet, just the right amount of sweetness to it. That's what this is. There you go. Finish this up. Okay, so this next one is called hotok. As you can see, they make it. It's a cake pretty much. So with the batter, they put brown sugar on the inside, and they, I guess they pan fry it, but it looks like it's being deep fried when you watch the thing being made. And on the inside, as you can see, the brown part right there is where all the brown sugar has been melted. And the unique thing about this place is that they put sunflower seeds and peanuts on the inside. So that's pretty unique. You don't see this much nuts in hotok usually. Now again, if you're allergic to nuts, make sure you tell them like you don't want nuts, because you don't have to put this. When they make the cake, it's just the batter and brown sugar on the inside. So there are no nuts in it, and you can just have it like this. But I just got it with nuts, so I'm gonna actually take a bite out of that. So sweet, you can taste the brown sugar. If you have a sweet tooth, you gotta try this, you know. Good, crispy on the inside. And again, hotok, one of the most popular street foods you should definitely try if you come to one of these street or these markets and you want to try street food. So again, hotok, and one of my favorites. So I'm here at Dongseongno in Daegu. It feels much like Myeongdong. So this is a place where a lot of young people come and enjoy street shopping. So there are a lot of shops here, and this is actually a holiday in Korea right now. So it's just jam-packed, crowded. There are a lot of performances going on, fun things. Good experience for you if you want to try this place out. I just walked into this street called Yangnyeongsi, and it's a street market that sells herb medicines, red ginseng, ginseng, and this place is very well known in Daegu, and it's just across the street, and somewhat, you can also say it's connected to Dongseongno in Daegu. So when you walk in here, you're gonna smell a lot of the herbal medicines, some red ginseng, things like that. You wanna try something out. Like, I don't think you can try any of the medicine here, but if you want to walk in here and kind of see some new, I guess, things in Daegu, this would be an interesting place for you to visit. So this is called Yangnyeongsi.
Now this place is called Suseong Mot, Suseong Lake or Suseong Pond. And if you want to get away from all the tall buildings, the traffic, all the people, and all the typical city stuff, this is a place you can visit in Daegu where you can kind of experience the nature within the city. And you can take a walk there, and you can find many restaurants there, just have some coffee or get some tea. Now, if you're looking for food there, this restaurant serves Korean fried chicken, also famously known as KFC now, not Kentucky Fried Chicken. This is one of the most popular Korean fried chicken restaurants in Daegu. Now, this place is called 83 Tower. Now, this tower has an observatory. It's also got many restaurants. It's also got an area where they exhibit a lot of artwork. So you can take your family there and see the entire view of Daegu, as well as enjoy some of the activities and food there. Now, I visited 83 Tower at night to see the nightscape of Daegu, and it was pretty cool to see the entire city at night. So those are my top 5 places to visit in Daegu, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos on Korea, and I'll see you in the next one.